Hello, everybody. Welcome to the extended version of this weekly rundown for March 9th, 2020. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're joining me live, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you catch me after the fact, I appreciate you just stopping on by. My name is Sonia Marie, if you don't know, and I write for Essence Magazine. I am the horoscope columnist in the back of the magazine. Been doing that for about 6 years, coming up on 6 years, and I am happy to have that gig. Let me tell you and introduce you to who I am, why people roll on in. I am an astrologer. However, I believe that what I do is more than astrology. I will never, ever, 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 ever profess that I know more than any other astrologer or that I'm incredibly studied. What it is I think I do best, and I stay in my lane in doing this thing here. What I do best is utilize astrology as a tool, but more importantly, as far as my incarnation is concerned, I listen to spirit. I listen to your ancestors, to your guides. I hear messages all day and night, especially when I pray before I come on these broadcasts. I ask them to divinely download in me what it is that you need to hear in this moment in time. Has nothing to do with me. I'm just here as a messenger. And I stand behind that only because there's a lot of competition in the world. And I want to make clear that competition is a waste of motherfucking energy. And I'm going to say that straight and plain out. Yes, we need to be competitive, playfully competitive, make sure that we are doing our very best. If we're hanging with a friend or we're racing a friend, competition is best. Get there, see who can do it. But when competition starts to destroy you and or elevates your ego to a space in which is not healthy, that's a problem. God didn't put on us on this planet to boast. Whatever it is we do. I'm about to get on a freaking soapbox, and I don't want to do that. I didn't plan to do that. But I just want y'all to know that competition and on any level is a waste of time. Be the best you that you can be. And in actuality, that segues into what this week is about. But scroll up before I go there. I want y'all to please visit the description box below. I have a really cool intention sheet that I'd like for you to print out. It's a free download intention sheet for those who are on their way, for those who know exactly what they need for the week ahead. Mind, body, and soul, by the way. There's a couple of questions and some prompts for you in order to follow each week to make sure that you're on the right track. And speaking of being on the right track, Mercury took us for a little bit of a loop the last 3 weeks, but guess what? Today, that motherfucker is going direct. Yes, Lord. Before I go into that, let me say hey to Tiana. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you, Tiana. She said, great reading with me. Let me tell you, like I said, I'm not trying to boost myself up, but it's all in astrology, but it's all in you and your people around you that say, hey, Sonia, tell her this, tell him that. Honestly, I'm just saying, Tiana, that's what you know. That's what these readings are about. It's pulling out the power within you. You already have it. Let's do this thing here because we need you. All right, who else is here? Hi, Lee. How are you? What's going on? Tisha, fussing with Tish. What is that about, young lady? Vaughn is here. Tuesday Hall is here. I'm so glad that y'all rolled on in. Brianna, hi, sweet pie face. How you doing? Okay. Let's talk about this week because the little intro went a little bit longer than what I thought. I didn't think I was going to jump on a soapbox straight away. But yo, Mercury going direct is a big deal. As y'all already know, I'm not going to put it in the ground. But with it going direct, and it's in Aquarius right now, and it's going to pull back into Pisces in a little bit as it goes direct. But it's a big deal on top of the fact that we have a full moon in Virgo today. If you did not check my full moon on the move video prior to this one, you should do that thing there. Your girl is a little crazy. Sometimes I get into a mode, and I feel like sometimes I repeat myself a lot. So forgive me, y'all, if I do that. But sometimes I get in a mode where things just sit in my throat, and I just keep going and going and going. And talking about that full moon today in the prior video, prayerfully, it could help you to see and release some things. That's what we're talking about, releasing. Now, I'm going to do my best, because that's what full moons are about, releasing. I'm going to do my best to treat y'all like students today. Bust this. Astrology is weird, ridiculously crazy, extremely vast, and sometimes way too much for my brain to comprehend. Squirrel, That's why I'm not trying to get all into the nuances of astrology. I'd rather take my instructions from spirit. But that's what I do. No, no side to anybody else. But bust this. Mercury is the planet of communication, right? Mercury rules two signs, Gemini and Virgo. Wait, what? Yes, Gemini and Virgo. What's the full moon in today? Virgo, 20 degrees. Is it not auspicious that you have Mercury, Virgo's planet, getting back on board, going direct, while the full moon itself is in that Virgoian energy? Uh, yes, y'all. Listen, not to say that y'all really know what that's about, but y'all see where I'm going. Give me a three whys. Give me a yes, girls. Say, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, Sonia. Please explain. Or you're like, yeah, okay, whatever. But the point of the matter is this. When you have one entity, Mercury, going in a direction, like it's almost like slowing down the train, and then all of a sudden you want to speed up the train. You speeding up the train, you speeding up the train, and then on the other track, this is the analogy. Then on the other track, there's the moon. And the moon is swelling in the same energy in which Mercury is building up to go forward. Y'all get that so far? So if Mercury, the planet of communication, is going forward and the full moon is in Virgo, which is one of Mercury's signs in which it rules, it's almost like double time communication. It's almost like double time releasing of all the things that you thought about yourself. This is how I get the information. Some astrologers may not see it this way, but this is how I get it. Double time information from Mercury coming toward us like, wait, hold on. Your brain is clear now. As your brain is clear, swell the emotions from your brain being so foggy. Oh, that's a motherfucking notion. Here's the deal. Right? For the past 3 weeks, we've been extremely foggy of what to do, how to do it, a little hard on ourselves because we haven't done too much. And if please tell me something different in the comments, I would really appreciate that. Or even live, like let's talk. If you feel totally like disconnected from this, I can appreciate that too. Like I'm almost 50, I can take it. The point of the matter is, listen clearly. If you got Mercury trying to do its best to get back on track and go forward and make your brain clear to hear. And then you have the full moon, which is moon and its emotions, is swelling in a communicative way. Why? Because maybe you didn't say enough during Mercury retrograde. Maybe you held back too much. Maybe you got strep throat. Maybe you got a sore throat. Maybe your mouth was really, really dry for the last week or so. The point of the matter is all energy is getting convoluted in your throat chakra, your fifth chakra, to say, I can't speak what it is that I feel. I can't think what it is that I feel. I can't feel what it is that I'm thinking. There's no real connection because the full moon is swelling in Virgo and Mercury's energy as it's trying to move forward. They on two different tracks, y'all. Really trying to get their groove and there's dance step together. How about that? Do y'all get that? Y'all understand that? I hope so. I really hope so. And I think somebody said explain, and I hope I got it. I hope I got it for you. I like giving analogies and visuals. It all makes sense. I'm an artist, so I got to do it that way. Here's the point. The point of the matter is that as it's moving forward and it's gaining ground, the moon is swelling and releasing all of the discrimination, all of the discriminative thoughts that you had about yourself or an issue, all of the criticisms that you had. And trust me, again, go to the other video because I'm not going to go into it. But as it's releasing and letting out all of these emotions about that, and Mercury is going forward, Mercury goes, oh, let me pick up on that. Boom, I got you. I know why you need to emote about that. I know why you need to let go in that way. Okay, it makes sense that you feel so hard on yourself. This is the brain picking up the emotions that the full moon is overswelling, okay? And then the brain goes, yes, but we're going to do something about that. First of all, we're going to forgive ourselves. First and foremost, we're going to forgive ourselves because we probably didn't have the wherewithal, nor the energy, or the communicative prowess to be able to say in the last 3 weeks, this is what I feel, this is what I want, this is how I want you to treat me, blah, 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 blah. But now that Mercury is going forward, the brain is like, I'm going to give you a plan now. Now we're going to talk about that thing. And not only are we going to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it in a way that's fair. That's fair for you and that's fair for the next person. Are y'all feeling me on this? Yes, yes, y'all. Anybody? Anybody? Oh, you released last night? Oh, there you go, Miss Queen Goddess. Releasing is necessary on every full moon, right? Again, the full moon swells in emotions for you to release a particular energy in which that sign harbors. And it's now time to release the energy of self criticism. I hope y'all get that. And I'm trying my best not to beat up a dead horse because I just need for y'all to understand this as we go forward. Now, the reason why I had to reiterate that, because this week is filled with so many wonderful blessings. Bust this. Jupiter is the biggest planet of our solar system. It's huge. It's huger than the motherfucker. It ain't big as the sun, that's for sure. And the sun is not a planet, Sonya, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Jupiter is huge. And Jupiter comes with that type of energy like, hey, I'm Big Papa. Oh, Big Papa. Today is his anniversary of his passing. God bless you, Biggie. I'm Big Papa. I'm giving you everything you need. I'm giving you everything you want. Expect positive outcomes, rewards, awards, opportunity, optimistic outturns. Everything is coming at you. But listen to me clearly. If you don't get releasing yourself from criticism, you don't forgive yourself. You don't forgive other people. You don't forgive what it is that you forgot to do 2 weeks ago because Mercury had you slowed down. Them blessings that's about to come this week are going to pass right by you. Trust me when I tell you. Not only that, sometimes we like to, now take this for a motherfucking notion, and I probably said this before, but I'm going to go on a limb and reiterate again. Bust this. How about sometimes we like to stay in that self-critical mode? Why? Because along the line in this incarnation, in this life, we were taught that if you're not suffering, if you're not struggling, if you're not hustling, if you're not keeping it moving, if you're not trying to get to the very last detail of why you did X, Y, and Z, or somebody else did X, Y, and Z. Squirrel, have you ever met a person that's forever trying to get the bottom line of why you fucked up? Like continuously coming back. Well, by the way, you said such and such and such. And then you said, and then you changed your mind. It's like, yeah, I probably did. Well, let's call you on that. And let's make this a, hey, relax. First of all, when you keep yourself stuck in the perpetual motion of trying to find mistakes and reasons and displace anger and excuses, and you're not accountable for who you are, blessings walk right on by. We don't have to stay stuck in our suffering, y'all. There's no need. I tell you honestly, and I can only speak from my experience, so no shade and no exclusion to any other race or nationality that comes in to see, because this is all for all of us. But I want to tell you something about Black people. It is Black and brown people for sure, and some white people too, but definitely Black and brown people. We have been taught in our DNA that suffering is necessary in order to get up over the rock. That wasn't intended, y'all. It's so far in our DNA that when good things come around, we can't even see that shit. We can't even smell it. We want to continue to question it. It looks like boo-boo the fool. It looks too good to be true. I need to get background checks on that motherfucker because he don't look or she don't look or this blessing or this situation don't look right. And when somebody hands you a gift, you side-eyeing the gift. Is that shit gonna blow up? Is it going to blow up in my hand or do I need to? Or I wasn't expecting that. I was actually expecting something better because I deserve something better. Like, whoa, like, really? Like, huh? First of all, whatever you put out is what you're going to get back. So first and foremost, what I teach my clients each and every day, like, don't come with me no bullshit like everybody else is the excuse and the reason behind what it is, why you feel the way you feel and the suffering that you're going through. I'm that type of friend. I'm that type of person. That's why not too many people hang out with me, because they want me to sit back and give them a fucking pity party about what's going on. My first question is, so what'd you do? Why am I the fault? I didn't say you was the fault, but the point is, what do you do in order to receive and attract, to magnetize to the situation? That is a word, right? To magnetize to a situation that's causing you so much fucking hell. All right, I went around the block, but I'm back. The point of the matter is that now that this full moon swell is happening, now that Mercury is like, yo, I got your back. We can think clearly now. Let's get rid of all this emotion. Let's go forward. Let's move. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Right? Move forward. Let's go. Jupiter says, as you're moving forward, I got something for you. Oh, you do? Be open to it. Because if you continue to stay stuck in what you did and what everybody else did, you're not going to see it. And there are 3 serious auspicious times throughout this week in which I can pinpoint, but I'm going to save that for the village. You don't know what the village is? Check the description box behind. It's a paid subscription. Mercury's still doing its thing. At $25 a month, in which we go into detail about each and every day of the week, for sure. So the thing about it is this. These 3 different aspects that are happening this week are promising us. It's aspecting with other with the moon and with other planets to let us know that we are celestial favorites, that we are God's children, that we do have fairies, that we do have guides and angels around us, and they've been watching. My question to you is, what are you doing when the lights go out? My question to you is, what have you been doing when you go home? What have you been doing when nobody else is there? What have you been saying to yourself about a situation or another person when you didn't get what you wanted? I'm asking these questions because these questions and the things that you do in private and how you feel in private is your character. And you will receive what it is that you're supposed to get based on your character, not what you think is supposed to come to you. Not because of the amount of money that you spent last week. Not because you allowed dude to bump you in the booty every night, every night, and I deserve it. Sonia is really crass. I'm from Yonkers, so please forgive me. But the bottom line is this. Just because you think you have outputted in a way in which you deserve to get something in return does not mean that Jupiter is going to give you that shit this week. It's who you are. It's your character. It's how you think. It's how you respond to another. It's how much accountability you take for yourself. It's the responsibility that you have for the outcomes that have happened and mistakes that may come in the future. Yes, you can take responsibility for your mistakes because you already showed people who you were. So people are going to come at you like they think you are. So that's you taking responsibility for you going, you know what? I'm not her no more. I'm so sorry you think this way, X, Y, and Z, but I'm not. Oh, Sonia's sweating, but I'm not her no more. Your spirit's coming through. I'm not her anymore. Okay. So the bottom line is that you're responsible for everything that goes up and around and in and about your life. How do you take a hold of that and get the blessings that you need to get this week? How do you open your arms to it? We are no longer getting our ass beat. We are no longer allowing people to stomp our hearts. You have grown a lot in the last 6 months with Pluto and Saturn running a freaking muck. You understand what I'm saying? Like breaking down systems, obvious systems in our government and social orders, but also within our hearts, our mind, and our souls, telling us what we deserve, giving ourselves boundaries. You are the only one to blame if you allow bullshit to keep coming in your life and if you allow those blessings to walk on by. Trust me, y'all, they're coming and they're here. God does not do anything imbalanced. Whatever you put out, you're getting back. So that's the question. What you've been doing in the dark. Open your arms and receive everything that's coming to you, all right? I really, really appreciate you stepping through and seeing us live. Well, I think I have one more. Seeing us like I'm with my entourage. I am. These folks be rolling around me, y'all. I mean, honestly, in my mouth. In my mouth. I want to highlight one particular day, and I think I may be giving away too much information, but fuck it. One particular day is a good day that I want y'all to stamp. It's a good day that I want you to, in my opinion, honestly, you don't have to do what I tell you to do, but this is just me being a little bossy and me being excited and my best to be an encourager of life. On Friday, get dressed in your best suit. On Friday, get dressed in the tightest dress. And I mean that from a space of not showing your ass, but feeling good and feminine and feeling your body. Because squirrel, I gives a hell what women put on. Men should learn how to have some self fucking control. So if we go out being naked, then you should control your ass. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's a whole nother goddamn video for Women's Appreciation Month. In any case, on Friday, it's a feel good Friday. That's you feeling good about you. There are so many wonderful aspects on Friday. I can't even begin to tell you. And the moon is in Scorpio at the same time, so it goes deep. The appreciation goes deep. The love and the passion for who you are, in my opinion, should go deeper, because then that thing will lift up. And you will walk in the room reverberating self-love, walk in the room reverberating joy and honest in the gut accountability for who you are and owning that shit. How about that? There's so many beautiful aspects on Friday as I look over here. And yes, Jupiter is aspecting one major situation in which y'all should just open your hearts up to receive and know who you are. You are bad as hell. You are so dope. And people need to see it without you boasting. Just be it. Be free to be it. You remember that play back in the 70s? So dope. And people need to see it without you boasting. Just be it. Be free to be it. You remember that play back in the 70s? Nobody to validate that shit, because folks don't spend time validating you. Why? Because they're too busy trying to validate themselves. They don't even love themselves, which makes you think they're going to pat you on the back for being the brightest sun. The sun don't need validation. The sun just does its job. Do your job, y'all. Just shine and keep your arms open for them goddamn Skittles and rewards that are coming from Jupiter, all right? I pray this helped you in some kind of way. Please check the description box on the bottom. Like, subscribe, comment, talk to a sister. I want to engage. What you got going on? All right. Bye.